Welcome back to another video, you guys. We're talking about Amazon ads. We got some coaching questions that I wanted to go through. This is more this is less tutorial, so you can listen to this as you're doing other things. But a lot of people ask me when to turn on Amazon ads, and today we're going to dive into about 11 really important questions. And drop any of your Amazon ad questions. My name is Jenny Hanson Lane. I've been running Amazon ads for 16 months, maybe 17. And I have an ads background. I learned Facebook ads in 2019. And so that's really helped me. I have a program called Bids and Budgets. It's the Ad Momentum Playbook. It has over 19 winning ad strategies that I've used. And I also have coached people one-to-one in their accounts, and people are asking me to set up a community for coaching. So I am definitely thinking of that in my notebook and writing it up. So let's dive into these questions, and hopefully they give you some clarity on where you want to be with your business. The first question that was asked is, what questions should I ask myself before running ads? And if I was on a coaching call with you guys, the first thing I would ask you is, what are your goals? What is your goal? What is your end goal? Okay. Because it's going to be different for everybody. Some people are not going to be, it's just different. Some people don't want to rely just on one income stream. Some people are just playing and they want to test out books before they go all in on Amazon. There's a lot of different things that people do to make their business work for them. And just because I run ads, it doesn't mean you need to. You're going to hear me say, I think you should run ads because that is my sample size, that is my experience. My entire YouTube channel is my sample size and my experience, right? I follow someone on YouTube that says that low content doesn't work because they've never published low content long enough to make it work, right? Like everything's based off your sample size. So the questions you need to ask yourself is, and I guess you're asking yourself, what is my end goal? And you need to ask yourself, probably, do I have a budget? Okay? Do I have a budget for ads? If you don't have a budget for ads, keep working on organic strategies. Um, it the only reason I turn on ads when I have a brand new book is because I have money coming in from this income stream, and I also have validated the niche. Okay, so that's question number one. With those answers, knowing your end goal and knowing your budget. Okay, number two, how do you choose the keywords before starting the ad? So this is a really good question because I typically like to run an automatic ad first to get keywords from Amazon, but I also will not have created a book unless I was happy about the keywords that are that my book is built off of. So when I choose the keywords before starting the ad, I want keywords that have a high search, right? And low competition, and that I built a book around. Number three, how do you run effective ad campaigns on a tight budget? I love this question. When you don't have a big budget for ads, you need to employ your time to pay attention to your account. When we talk about running effective ad campaigns on a tight budget, this means when I started and I had $47 for that month to run ads, I checked it a couple hours every single day. And I went in, and if I was spending money on keywords that were not turning into sales after a certain point, I would turn them off. So that is one way to run an effective ad campaign on a tight budget, is keeping track of it. A lot of people want to build a passive income stream, but they don't want to put in the work to make it passive. And ads makes it incredibly passive, but you do need to be active in your account to stay up to date with it. So I think that that is the most important thing in my experience is effectiveness comes from learning ads, right? And honestly, you have to be able to like understand what you're reading, the data, and it doesn't happen overnight. And I want to tell you guys that you don't need to know everything on Amazon ads to run ads. There's so many things I don't know yet, even though I've spent 16 months. It just shows how vast out the Amazon's algorithm is and how powerful it can be for your business, okay? But if you're not putting in the time to learn and understand, it's going to be really difficult. When should you start running ads? I feel like this is kind of a personal question because some people have the budget and they want to get results. But like the thing that my first gut reaction to this question, when should you start running ads? When you want to invest in customer data, um, like, and you are, I think it's important to be out of your book. If you're not going to buy your book, don't expect other people to buy your book, okay? So when you should start running ads, I like to do it immediately if I have the budget. If I don't have the budget, the book doesn't get the gasoline it needs to take off. Should you wait until you have some reviews? Actually, I really like this question because when I started running, when in January 2023, when some of my books got blocked, they had really good reviews. So it got to the number one spot. It got a BSR of like 1,500, and that's how I made 8,000 in 1 month. That's how I made 8,000 off one book in 1 month. Um, and so when we talk about waiting until we have some reviews, when I made new books to complement that book that was blocked, I didn't have any reviews. In fact, it only has a couple reviews. I have a book that's made me $800 this month so far at the time of this recording, and it doesn't have any reviews on it. So part of me is like, should I ask family and friends? I don't know. Should I reach out to an influencer? Maybe. I need to figure that out. But should you wait until you have some reviews? No, there's no reason to wait on other people to accelerate the growth in your business. Next question. How long do you run ads? This is a good question. I run ads at a 3-day period. This is my window. 3 days, 72 hours, 7 days, or 14 days. So when I do this, the reason why I do this is because the algorithm needs to learn. Okay, so we're doing 3 or 7 or 10. And this allows me to watch the ads, have ad spend, but then also get customer data. So if there's anything you remember from this video, how long do you run ads? 3, 7, 10. The 3, 7, 10 period is what I created. The framework that works for me is I look at 3 days. If it's doing well, then I wait. I look at it at 7 days. And sometimes you might have to track this in another place. When you do run Amazon ads, you can see the data. It tells you when you turned on the ad group and things like that. So that's how I keep track too. And that's why I like to leave my ad group name, the date, so then I can make sure that I'm doing this. Now, if my ad is not profitable after 3 days, but I haven't spent a lot, I will allow it to go 7 days. If so, there's always these personal rules that you'll come up with when you run ads. If I run an ad for 7 days, but I haven't spent my budget, then I'm going to go to 10 days. And it really just depends on how it's going, right? So, like, how long do you run your ads? The answer is depends. But really, I'm looking for data at the 3-day mark, the 7-day mark, and the 10-day mark. And then if we wanted to go a little bit further, then I would do 2 weeks and then 30. This allows me to check things. So I have ads that have been profitable the first 7 days, and then at 30 days, I spent way too much. It just is what it is. I have other ads that once I got a sell, 2 or 3 sells in 3 days, I went in and optimized it, and I kept running it. I've had some that just have died out recently when they were on for 4 or 5 months, okay? So, but I'm grabbing all that customer data in the meantime. So I think this is a really good question. We could probably do a separate video on how long do you run ads for, and maybe I need to do that. Next question, when do you stop running ads? I think that's a continuation of this. But to add on to that, I stop running ads when the organic conversions include and then the ad spend together. Like if it's not profitable with the organic reach, then I have to turn off the ad. A lot of people turn off ads when the ad itself is not profitable, and that's not an accurate depiction of your entire account. I was going through my account a couple days ago, and it looks like because I ran ads, I got a 3 or 4x return on my entire account. So some of the campaigns were not profitable in the Amazon advertising console, but overall they were so profitable that I need to let my break even ACost go up a little bit because it's making me money. Now, at that point, when my ads are showing that they're not profitable, I need to go in, I need to turn off everything that's not working or scale things back. It is always better to optimize an ad than to stop it. If you've watched some of my videos, you know that one of my blocked books had a really good ad and I never turned it off even after it got blocked because of my ads experience. Like the algorithm's still looking, and I just recently shared a video. It's called the Blocked Book Ad Strategy. And I am actually really grateful I didn't turn off the ad. All I did was turn it down so it wasn't spending. And I put a new book in that place, and now we're trying to scale that. What do you do if you're running ads and not getting any sales? I go into the data in targets and customer search, and I look at why it's not. If I'm not getting any clicks, then I know that my cover needs to be updated. If I'm not getting impressions, it means I need to increase my actual daily bid amount. What can I do? Did I skip that one? Okay. What can I do to optimize my listing before I run ads? I love this question. It's very, very overlooked. And the answer is have a great video description page, have a great A+ game. Like that matters. There's books that took off selling better once I added the A+ content. And for some reason I'm adverse to A+ content, which is weird because my background's in photography, but I've been so into the book creation process that I need to remember like this is actually more powerful sometimes than a cover is being able to show your customer the inside of your book and the benefits and experiences that people are having by buying your book. So optimize your listing, have a strong description, have a great A+ content game. Should you run both manual and automated ads? Yes. How do you choose? Yes. From the data, I always like to turn on automatic to get more customer data. And then I like to do manual. I want to make sure that if a campaign's doing really good automated with customer search terms, maybe I don't want to turn on a manual ad. Maybe I want to scale the auto ad. It really is such a personal preference there. I really feel like each of these slides could be its own video, so I think I'm going to work on that so you guys have a real clear idea of what you can expect as you are preparing to run ads. Let me know what questions you have about turning on ads and what to do before you turn on ads and where you're at in your ads experience. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Peace out.